Now, you know I represent every school is our school. But the first fight was for Anthony Overton School. In 2012, 2013, my role was just like community parent involvement. I was grandma in it back then, right? So I was like mostly going to the school, help out. I was on LSC at Anthony Overton. And mostly I was just active in the community and being a resource for the parents and students in Brownsville. In 2013, when the city of Chicago and Ron Emanuel, along with this country, killed Anthony Overton and attacked us in Brownsville when they closed schools. It was a personal attack on Black children and their families. Well, during my research, I found out that Anthony Overton parents was born slave. They was born in slavery, right? And the important after his parents was free from slavery, they continued to move on despite the obstacles that they had. They taught and instilled in their son Anthony Overton the importance of education. And from there, he became an entrepreneur. He opened his first cosmetic and household business for African American families, right? He was a lawyer. He was a judge. He was so talented. This one man, he had his own newspaper company. He did so much and overcame, and he was African American, right? And he was born into slavery, right? And they always say we cannot do. But education and what we have in us, we all this do is just bring out what's in us when you educate and inspire people. And it shows that one man had multiple gifts, not just one, multiple gifts. And he was so honored and he was so good that the city of Chicago and United States honored him. And they built the school for him in 1963. Anthony Overton School accommodated mostly African American children. So it was just amazing that we had that type of history and richness in our community, right? And instead of lifting him up even more, this country cut him off, killed him once again in 2013, taking any kind of um, connection that our young people need to know to hear about who is Anthony Overton. To see that type of harm being done on purpose to our children in the Black and brown community is terrible. And we in the 20th century, we should not be living like we in 19 or 1865 back in slavery time. So it still hurts today to know if he wasn't Anthony Overton wasn't just a school. It was the heart of our community. And it brought so much joy and happiness and so much success came out of that school. But now we have nothing. It was destroyed on purpose. And I hear people talk about hate crime and different races. If they say something about a hate crime, everybody is all over it, all over it. But us as African American Black mothers and the fathers and our children, every day we attack with a hate crime in some way, shape, or form. And that right there should not be happening in the 20th century. We have too many rich community schools, African American people. When is we really gonna stop oppressing and killing our Black young peoples today? When? My vision for Black education that is grounded with love and all the support and resources. And every community should have a strong elementary school, high schools, really, I mean, fund it, fund it, and give them the resources they need. We have a lot of harm in our community. We need we need like trauma teams in our school. We need medical health care in our school. We know what we need in our community, and we know what works in our community. So it's time for us to really think about revisioning Black education. What does it look like? And it starts with love. It starts with patience. It starts with the willing to teach and to help one another. And that's all it's about. If you have a willingness or a compassion to teach a child, it shouldn't be certain children. It should be all children.